Hello, and what is up? Should be going live here any second. And all right, we are on Valguero. Why are we here? Well, because if you've been watching, I started out on the island, did a quick note run from there. Lost Colony came out. Oops, sorry about that. A little feedback. And see if I can cut that out so it doesn't happen again. Yeah, went to Lost Colony, and since the Christmas event has started, I wanted to go to a map um, that I could participate in the Christmas event. And Lost Colony wasn't very good for that. Not for me. Not where I had my base. It was, and I didn't have great flyers. And if you've been there, you know the random with cars can be troublesome. So I came over here with a few stone structures. Oh, that sounds like my key. Or, no, that's not the word I want to use. Warning to get into there. Should have been more prepared. Oh, I see him already. Usually it takes me a while to figure out where he's at. I was saying, oh yeah, I came here with not a lot. Just this RG, pretty much. And some stone structures and some metal tools. Excuse me. Oh, and I did have a crossbow and some narcotics already made from the island. And is that a drop over there? Can't see. I thought I saw a sparkling thing. Yeah, there's one right there. See what we get. I've been getting mixed results with these things. Sometimes it seems like you get nothing, maybe some chibis. And then on a bit close to the Wyvern Trench. Do I have time to go grab that red note? Risk it for the biscuit. Unless there's something dangerous. Okay, so, I mean, this is one of the reasons I come here, because loot drops. And when I was on Lost Colony, I've heard that there are some sort of loot drops, but they're hard to find. Like, they don't have the light shafts that go into the air. You just like loot crates. At all times, my dog needs attention. Okay. Be right back. Can't ignore her. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Did it land? Yes. No. And where's the rest of the... Oh, that direction. So if I'm looking in that direction, pretty much want to head south after this lands. Wow. So my worst nightmare would be if I land on the ground and say a Yudi yells and the snow owl takes off. It's real tempting to wait for that red drop over there. But we're just gonna go for the raptor claws. Prizes. Unless someone else shows up and starts I don't know, snow owls are pretty fast. I don't know if there's anything much faster than a snow owl. Griffins probably tie them in speed. I think it's pretty similar. Am I going that way? To get the real speed out of the snow owls, you have to do the dive mechanic. Oop. Nope, that wasn't very well done. Is that an Overstar? Or is that... That was crap. Sorry. It is. Where on the map was that? Want to come back to that? Possibly. Have you ever been flying a snow owl on a dive and catch a tree and it stops you dead, and then other times it doesn't seem to have an effect? Oh, shoot. Hello, Nightkin. I just saw someone chatted there. I apologize if I do miss, if I wasn't... Come on. Now he comes. Alright. I apologize. A little bit hard for me to see the chat window. And even when I'm playing... Which way am I heading? Seems to be the right direction. Even when I'm playing the chat in the bottom corner of the screen, I usually miss any messages that come up there. So, Niken, are you playing on Arcade? And by that I mean Arcade servers. And you play Ark? Oh. Is that just me, or does anybody else do that? I just saw a tree fall to the left of me. I don't know what that was. Ooh, Rex. I don't. Definitely need to get Rex tames. That was a 135. Focus. Where's the next drop? Cool, you've been playing on here for a couple months. What map are you based on? Am I being blind here? Should be like one more. At least, if not two. While I'm over here, I should hit the beaver dams there. Although I am very leery of doing anything risky with a snow owl. I don't know if snow owls can be tamed on. I don't think they ever came out on Valguero. I got this one on Lost Colony. I had the roughest time on Lost Colony until because where I was basing up at, it was down in the ravine by the river, and it just so happened that only flyers that were showing up were Manamagars, and they're not truly flyers. And I was having a hard time with them. Finally, I managed to trap one of them. Got lucky, got a snow owl that drifted into our area. And it wasn't really a good way out of our area. There's like three ways: upstream, downstream, and then up a ramp that went to the city. And this is good to know. There's metal rocks over here. I think I've missed the last president. I don't know where I lost it at. Not probably gonna be on late today. Wife will be home soon. I'm off today for the holidays. She unfortunately had to work. It's a nice Anki. Nice-ish. Yeah, unfortunately she had to work. Titanicus. Titanicus. Can you see what all the eggs are with this? Come on. 90. I wasn't worried about losing the snow owl. I would land and pick those up just to get those spawns restarted. But so you're on Valguero EU at the moment. Okay, cool. The island is probably one of my favorite maps. The only problem with it is generally speaking, the wild dinos are lower level. And it's nice for this Christmas thing because, frankly, the size of the map is not that big. I contemplated just staying there. Like I said, I have a small... Well, I guess I'm not getting a beaver dam over here. Someone's built a base that's probably blocking beaver dams. Blue Rex. So if you're playing on EU servers, I suppose you're playing from Europe. Cool beans. If you don't mind, where about over there? I've been to England, and I've been to. Took a little trip up the Danube River. That was awesome. England was awesome too. And actually, we went as far. We went out of England. We went into Edinburgh while we were there, and loved it. I don't understand, as you probably tell from my vocabulary, that English or that I'm an American. Hold on a second. Jasmine. Our puppy, as soon as she hears the neighbor dogs bark, she can't resist. or the mailman, or the UPS truck, or the doorbell ring, or you name it. There's two nice Ankies, but I don't have an Anki with me, and I should go get an Anki and come grab one of these. Um, ooh, beaver dam. Do we risk it for the biscuit? Can I land on this? I'll land over here. Okay. You have to go. Where's the hole you have to go in? Right there. Okay, let's make sure you're on passive. You just don't fly away at first sign of danger. Oh, weight's gonna be a problem. Didn't think of that. Come on. Drop, drop, drop. This could be a problem. Why can't I move? Help. Where'd you go? Are you serious? I can't die like this. No. Where did the bird go? Come on. Wow, that was close. Wells. Excellent. One of my best friends is, well, they're not from Wells, but their family is. Find the bosses on each map. Yep. So I was previously, I've been playing on arcade, and I was previously pretty well built up. I had a gotchas. Once you get to the gotcha tier, you've pretty much got the game licked. See which way am I heading? I'm heading that way. And I was, yeah, wow. I'd done the island, scorched earth. I didn't do aberration bosses. I'd done several. And I wanted to start a new series. I'm on my YouTube, and I'm a little bit behind on that, but so I wanted to start over, and I asked the admins on here to help me out with that, and that's what they're doing, or have done. So started over, but the island bosses are, I think, doable. Even solo. End bosses might be a little bit difficult. The easiest to me is Scorched Earth. Once you get a couple decent wyvern and you start mating them, you don't even have to really get mutations, though it helps. It's to me is the easiest one. And I don't know if you know this, but they plan on consolidating, or closing, I should say, the two Scorched Earth maps. One of the reasons I didn't go there first. And that's going to be early January. But I think once they open up the new Scorched Earth map, I'm definitely heading over there. I don't mind scorched earth. The only thing that bothers me is when you're playing there, the sandstorms. The point that you have some time where you just can't do anything other than go hide in a tent. If I guess if you're in a base, you can continue working, but if you're out and about, not good, not fun. I don't mind the electro storms, and I think that's more of a um, PvP issue. What level's that? But I've been taming Argentavises since I've been here. Just lucky I've been finding several good ones. Okay. And that's my chibi. Got that out of a gotcha clause. Alright, let's see. Didn't really take time to look at what we got from our drops. The meat, the shovel, and the saddle were already on me. I think I got a rhino one. Okay, got some pants. Oh, blueprint. Oh, I got better ghillie pants. Let's take a moment to put the perishables away. More kibble. Kibble's been very helpful in the drops. Okay. Alrighty. So, have you played any of the boss fights that they hold on Sunday, twice a day? That can be fun. Just a warning you. I haven't done it in several months. It can be a bit tense. And if you're just starting out and don't have great dinos, you know, you might just want to join, try to stay alive. That's pretty much the objective. You know, if you don't have high level creatures. Okay, so yeah, you can see got a collection of RGs since I've been here. This one's only a baby, but 1, 2, 3, 4 tamed. Good start to. Now, what do you do with an Ascendant Stone pick? I don't know. I think if you isn't what's the one device that you can use to combine is it only blueprints? That might only be blueprints. And I haven't there's the new aquatic creature that you can feed it different things and it'll spit out something else. I think. Yeah. I've been playing this for so many years, but there's a lot of new stuff that I'm just not familiar with. I'd like to spend more time playing. My wife probably doesn't, but let's see here. I need to fix that. But you know, everybody has the same problems. We have to work for a living, or at least most of us, and it cuts into your playtime. Silica pearls. That's one thing when I was on Lost Colony. If you check out the stream, the river, whatever you want to call it, I think it's a stream. My perspective, but they were full of silica pearls. Maybe it was just where I was at, but I had hundreds. Didn't have much of some other things, but pearl was the thing you really needed to get over there. So you've done the last two. Gosh, I dearly lost my boss teams, but the tidy rewards. Okay. Yeah. They are dangerous, and I perhaps play a little bit too conservative. Right now I'm not, because I don't have a choice in the matter, but I always, like, how to explain this. There's a good chance I won't, the RGs I've tamed with really good stats, I probably won't use them until I've managed to breed them and get a new pair with better stats. Then the old ones, they only have a single good stat, will go into service, and so on. Speaking of RGs, time to start using one of these. And I think it was this guy. Although he has the best food stat, I'm not terribly worried about that. So let's saddle him up and snow owl. And we're gonna need to start getting Dodicari and Ankylosaur, Yankee and Dodie. There's some down here earlier. So when you start playing arcade, one of the greatest things is these A+ small traps. I don't know if you've used them, but they are a game changer. And what was that? Here we go. I'll also check this out. Couldn't do that earlier because I didn't needed the materials to make that. And oh, okay. Okay, let's do a waypoint. Let's make a waypoint for here. I was just thinking, we were in Wells, because Cardiff is Wells. Are you a fan of football? And I'm not talking American, I mean football's in what the rest of the world thinks of football. Let's see, let's put this guy on passive right now before something happens. I'm a pretty big Liverpool fan, although this year hasn't been the best, and also haven't had much opportunity to watch. It probably spared me some frustration. Okay, I don't know where that thing went. Let's see, what was I doing? I'm scrolling too much. Waypoints. I thought I added one. No, I didn't. I started and then got distracted because I heard the orgy. What should we make? Make it bright red. Okay. Oh, where is it? Alright, in any case. Did I just find a bug? Why won't that show up on the map? Okay. 43, 24. 43, 24. Alright, I gotta mute. Hold on. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Good news, bad news. Good news. Wife is on way home. Finishing up her day for the holiday. Did I pass it up? What the heck? Oh. Bad news is I'm gonna have to get off here soon because we are leaving. Okay. Can I lead this guy off the cliff? Alright. Now, what am I missing here? Rugby. That seems like a nasty sport. Guys are essentially playing football without any headgear or anything. Well, I guess they do have some headgear. It seems dangerous. It's, the numbers are getting smaller where I'm going. Why is it behind me? Don't tell me it's down in a cave or something. What the heck? Okay, I'm at 150 meters. 153 meters. 130. 136. 128. looks like it's to this side of me. What am I missing here? 149. Is there... Does that distance only refer to... You think it's the, where'd it go? Oh, this is crazy. Can I fly down in here? We'll find out. Wait, before I get too far, let's get that ready. Oh my. That looks nasty. More than I'm prepared to deal with. Okay, so what's my choices here? I don't think I have a choice. If it's down there... I pretty much can't get to it. If I had to tame... If I had to tame... the caving, which I don't yet. On an island, I think I still have my Therizino. I'll take one of these at a time with the RG. I wouldn't want to try to take all of them. I could craft a bunch of arrows. That might be a trick. I got a really good crossbow out of the drop. Cerosaurus. I haven't tamed one of those yet. Come on, let me eat. Well, guess that's not happening. Being that I'm in a time crunch, this might be a come back to it at another time thing. But I do want to more. I don't remember this map from ASE. Was this cave map? I don't remember this cave from ASE. Was this cave here before? We will come back to this. If I had more time right now, I would do it, but I know how things go. My wife's gonna be home, and she's gonna be. We won't say anything, but she'll be irritated. I'm playing. Why is my marker for my base not showing up? Base. Get it. Let's try adjusting some things. Oh, alright. Oh, duh. Wow, I got that unchecked. Okay. Well, it was there for a second. I'm afraid that's not my base. That is... This is some crazy stuff. Okay, the cave is showing up right. I'm glad someone's witnessing this. Alright, so you gotta jump off. Nice talking to you. Give me a like, if you would, for the video. You might already be going and I might be talking to myself. I can't tell who's still on. But, that helps me out. I don't know who else is there. I wish they could tell from here. Like, if they would put a circle around it when it's... Whatever. Should be getting close. Alright. Nice talking to somebody on here. I'm assuming maybe he saw the, I'm hoping there was a notification on Arcade Discord. That's been helpful. I think I need to, try taming bison. If for no other reason than to, get the milk. Oh, that's at 150 Alpha Carno. I'm not prepared for that. Really don't have time to be taming things. So what I should be doing is maybe gathering some resources. Nice to have a Dodicus or an Ike to do that, but now it shows up, right? Where? Why, oh why? Let's try this again. Let's delete that one. We'll add a new one. Okay, that's fine. So red and green make yellow. Who knew? Okay. Okay, that seems to be working now. Okay. Excelente. Are these farmable stone? Yes, but not decoration. Boy, I miss having a dodo. You know what I probably need to do? Go back to the beaver dams later. You know what I got? I get cement and paste, but I can get some lumber. Keep it easy. But this time with the RG, I just have to position it so that I can... In any case, I think I need to go here. I think I hear a car pulling in. So, yeah. So, I will talk to everybody later. Thanks for joining. Have a good day. Good holidays. Later. Bye.